Hi guys, this is Tanza. I was coming because I wanted to do a quick eyebrow tutorial on sculpting your brows. Um, this one is already done, and so we're just going to work here on this one side. What I'm going to use first is the E.L.F. Brightening Eyeliner Pencil in Coffee. This is one of the E.L.F. products that I purchased over the last week or so. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This eyebrow is wiped clean. It's wiped it off. Um, it actually needs to be, I get them threaded and it needs to be done again, but we don't have to worry about that because we're going to fix all that in just a second. So basically you want to first use a brush. I don't care if it's a toothbrush, eyebrow brush, um, a mascara wand, and brush the longest part here in the middle up, and then from here over into in the middle over. So this part you're gonna brush up with your brush, and this part over here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to line the bottom. Just gonna trace along the bottom of your um, eyebrow. So let's see here. So I'm just gonna start here at the bottom and do very light strokes, tracing the bottom of my eyebrow, going up at this natural high point of my brow, and then coming back down at the end. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the same thing to the top of the brow. So I will lightly, very light, short strokes, so you'll have control and so it won't look so harsh. And go up to that high point and then come down and taper it at the end. So it looks like that. Then you're still going to be doing light strokes because you don't want it to look harsh. Do light strokes on the inside to fill it in. All the way to the tapered part at the end. And you can come in and very lightly fill in and kind of block off that inside corner. Because it really should go from kind of light in the middle to darker in the light in the beginning to darker in the middle, and then fade out to a taper at the end. And that way it looks more natural. So that's what it should look like at first. Then what I always do is I go over it. You can kind of brush it out. I can't find my eyebrow brush, so I have a toothbrush. And you can, like I said, brush up and over. And then kind of taper it off towards the end. Then I'm going to go back over to clean it up. That way, so if your line isn't exactly right, it's okay. Because we're going to clean it up now. Sorry, the light flashing is my mirror. But we're going to take a small, I mean you can use any kind of concealer brush, but I like this small one because it's just easier to maneuver. And I'm going to use my Coastal Scents in any of these light colors. So you'll see I use them a lot. But I'm going to use this one down here. It's kind of like a nude color. I'm just going to dip my brush in it on one side. Put that about that much. And then I'm going to trace underneath, covering up any sparse hairs that need to be cleaned up and making sure that it's a very sharp line. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to start at the beginning, and again with short strokes, I'm going to go up and back and down. So all this is going to do is make it look very neat, as if you have freshly had your brows waxed, even if you haven't in a while. And if you need to cover more hairs, just use more concealer. And for something like this, you would use a cream concealer and not a liquid, because it covers better. See how that line is very crisp? That's how you want it to look. You can take a very little bit and do the same thing to the top. You're just going to follow the line. You don't have to do as much to the top, because you're still going to have to cover this with your makeup, like with your powder or your whatever foundation that you're using. And you're just going to trace that top line like that. And you can just blend it out. I'm going to wipe some of the concealer off of the brush. And just the top part, blend up into your forehead, so it's not such a harsh line there. Like that. And the bottom part you bring down. Okay, and that's what it should look like. Last thing you're going to do over that is you're going to either apply your powder or your foundation. I'm just going to use my powder right now. Because you want the lightness at the bottom to show a little bit, not necessarily at the, but not at the top. Not even not necessarily. Not at the top. You don't want it to show at the top. Where's my brush? Okay. And this is just a concealer brush. And this is my Studio Fix MAC Studio Fix powder in NC45. That's the color that I need for myself. And you're just going to take it and blend it out in the top. Like that. And same thing for the bottom. Like I said, you don't have to do as much at the bottom, because that's the whole point of highlighting under the brow bone, and it makes your eyes pop, especially if you have on makeup under there. Just trying to check in the mirror. It'll make it stand out, and it'll make your eyebrows stand out. So that is all you have to do for your brows, and that is using a brow pencil or eyeliner. And typically, as far as knowing what colors to buy, I would always go maybe a shade, or at least a half a shade lighter than your hair color. So if your hair is black, maybe go with a dark brown. My hair at the moment, my hair is brown and blonde and kind of like a reddish tone, so I typically use a light brown powder. I have a powder in my 88 palette by Coastal Scent that's like a reddish brown color. So that is all. I hope this helped. I'm sorry the lighting sucks. I'm working on it, trying to figure out where in the house I can do this. But I will be back with more tutorials very, very soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.